Breaking the silence, taking the dive in. Nikki pulling strings like she playing the violin. Made in his likeness, radiant vibrance. Give him all glory, ain't no way to deny it. She gon' make you laugh, she gon' stimulate your mind. Making things shake, she ain't into wasting time. They can come close, but can't imitate the grind. Got a different way to illustrate and innovate designs. BTS podcast, gotta watch that. Teaching us the game, that mean Nikki got class. If you watch it once, you gon' wanna stop back. This an opportunity that you cannot pass. Unleash your inner voice, cause better days coming. Better days, get ready for better days. Better days, better days. Better days, get ready for better days. Better days, better days.
Hey everyone, welcome back to another powerful episode of Breaking the Silence. It all started on TikTok, y'all, with this guest that I'm about to interview today. Just kicking it on TikTok as he sung with his shirt off. I said, boy, I put a shirt on. But anyway, it all started there. And ever since, I've been going to his lives, listening to him sing, kick back, relax, have a good time. But today, I'm interviewing Poplockp. He is an R&B artist that sings erotic songs. Yeah, I said erotic. I had to ask him why you do erotic because I want to know. But after his countdown, please welcome this amazing guest to the platform.
Maybe we can chill in our fields. I got a big obsession for your skin, your complexion is so real. I tell you where we live, take you to the floor by the hills. Bring you to the mattress, call the magic you.
Hey, we finally made it.
We made it. We're here. We're here. Well, I was thinking that better days, oh better days. You know, bro, it always gets me every time.
Look, you got to do a features coming soon. Coming
Hey,
soon now.
it's there. We're doing it. We're doing
Okay,
it.
okay. How
We're
you
doing
doing
it.
today?
I am blessed and highly favored. God is so good, man. God is amazing. For real.
Good,
God is
good.
amazing.
So now tell everybody in a short version, who
hmm
is Poplockp?
Okay. Poplock P is a singer, songwriter, entertainer, performer from Houston, Texas. I specialized in performing on stage and giving people the experience of and the fullness of their money when they get tickets. That's me in a short.
Mm,
hmm
okay, so now where did this name come from, Poplockp?
Man, I first started the name just by dancing around the Houston scene. I gave myself the name, and then from there it stuck. Everybody in the city, if you ask them who Pop Lock P is in the city of Houston, they know exactly who I am. And there was a time where I wanted to change the name, but there was a famous dancer, God rest his soul, named Stephen Twitch Boss that used to be on So You Think You Could Dance. And when I was on the show, I was telling him, man, I'm thinking about changing my name. I don't really like Pop Lock P anymore. He was like, no, change it, man. That's you. That's what you need to do. And then from there, that always stuck with me. God bless the dead, man. God bless the dead.
So how you just gonna run by the fact that you was on You Think You Can Dance and wasn't gonna talk about that? So how did that come about?
I've done some things in my life. I've always been a dancer specifically, but even before I started singing. And after high school, I wanted to make sure that I take my talents to the next level. So I went on the show. I auditioned for the show. I was on Fox. Fox came to my house and did an interview. And then from there, it was at one point where I was part of the top 20 dancers in America from that narrative. But after dancing and after the show, I just saw myself in just different spaces. I thought about why should I be in the background when I could be in the foreground, So that's basically where that came about.
Wow. So now, when did you fall in love with the mic? Did it start
Uh,
as a kid or did it come around when you got into your adulthood?
I feel like it came around as a child. For the most part, I was just like any other dancer, watching the Michael Jacksons, the Princes, the James Browns, the Jackie Wilsons. And even though I can do the moves that they would do or whatever, God didn't bless me with the organicism of a singing apparatus. So around 16, 17, I was like, well, I really want to do this, so I'm just going to teach myself how to do it. And then from there, I've been I've had vocal coaches named Deborah Lede and Denise Seals. These are the same people that taught Girls Time, which is now called Destiny Child, how to sing specifically. So after I linked up with them, I got with a few other vocal coaches just to see where my vocal is, and I've been working on it ever since.
Wow. Now you know I gotta ask this question about this music because I'm sitting down, I'm listening to every song. Mine, I'm listening to all these songs. I'm like, hey, think I'm gonna play that? I was like, the song is good. I
Mhm.
said, but can I play that to my audience and get away with it? So why did you choose to do erotic only?
Well, when I first started singing, I was the pop artist. Let's think the Ed Sheerans. Let's think the Jason Derulo's pop music, pop style music. But then I made it to. I thought to myself, I really want to do R&B music. I know I'm a songwriter. I can write whatever and this and that and the third. But I really, really want to do R&B music. And from there, I started constructing lines in the R&B space and just out of that came the minds and suggestive music of that nature. So I write all music. It's just when we did the Sex and A Leaf album, I wanted to focus on erotica.
Okay, so now you gotta tell me the story behind the song Mine. Cause it seems like you've been through some heartache somewhere down the road. Somewhere.
That's I feel like we all have really. But when I wrote mine, at the time I just wanted to provide the fantasy of what goes on in the bedroom in a songwriting space. Most of my market is female women, so I wanted to make sure I complete the fantasy of whatever it is. I mean, when we think of R&B in the love sense, we can think of the Chris Browns, the Genuines, you know what I'm saying? Like or groups like the 112s or the Drew Hills or things of that nature. They were talking about some things in that space, but I kind of think I took it a little bit further in the suggestive sense.
Mm.
But for the most part, it was just a fantasy that I wanted to have on the record.
So, what do you want your audience to take away when it comes down to your music? When they hear your music, what do you want the first thing to come to their mind to be?
Mm, Well, when we listen to music, we like the beat, we like the songwriting, we like how certain lines stick out. We like the hook if it's catchy, if it's moving through the hook. And the fact that I work hard in it. I definitely work. I'm not one of these artists that just write whatever and just put whatever out to an audience just because they will probably have the promotion and marketing behind it. I really, really, really work hard in my songwriting, if anything else. So if what they can take away from it is just the fact that I work hard in it, and if you don't like it, I will definitely do my damnedest to make sure that you'll like it the next time.
I know that's right. Now, you and I both know that the music industry is not only is it oversaturated with artists that sound the same,
Hmm.
but there are so many challenges within the music industry, especially number one, pay. What
Hmm.
has been your most difficult challenge in the music industry so far?
I mean, even when you're an independent artist or a struggling artist, rather, it will always be that pay structure. It will always also be the fact that you're just getting out there. I don't necessarily have anybody in the music industry. When we look at the music industry, there's always a main person, and then there's their cousin, their cousin, their cousin. If we talk, let's talk outside of music or whatever. Let's think Red Fox Well, Red Fox's grandson is Lorenz and Lamont Tate. You know what I'm saying? So it's always a family industry or whatever. And I don't have that, So I think going out there and being on the main forefront of music will probably be my hardest challenge. I don't
Mm.
think it will be the pay because I know that what I have to provide is bigger than that. If I would just have that outlet for somebody to see me and see what I do or whatever, then with that and God, it's going to take care of everything else.
You better say it. Sure
Mhm.
will. But you know what? You're right. Everybody that's in the music industry has somebody that got them to the next level at some
Mhm.
point. So that can definitely be challenging because being the fact you don't have anybody, you're gonna have to really work harder to
Mhm.
get out there.
And in my city where I live in Houston, we are in a space of the quoted crabs in the bucket mentality. Um, and even if you are the big somebody, whatever in your city, there's only a ceiling that you'll be able to reach if you don't go outside of if you go outside of your city. Name anybody that came from Houston, whether it be the Beyoncés, whether it be the Lizzos, whether it be the Don Tollivers, the Travis Scott. They did not make it out. They did not make it in their city. They had to go somewhere else. After this interview, I'm heading to Atlanta in the next couple hours to be able to push my purpose on my own, to push my purpose and to show another city all of what I'm about. So it ultimately it comes to do you really want it or not? You
Oh,
know what I'm saying? And
okay.
and, and if you really want it or whatever, you will go outside of your city and create that.
Yeah. Do you really want it? How bad do you want
And how bad do you want it?
it? Okay.
That's mhm.
So if you had to choose, which artist, past or present, do you think has had the biggest impact on your sound and why?
Mm. On my sound, if I had to be completely honest with you, I'm still in the process of finding my sound and finding my outlet. Now, if you was to ask me who has given me the biggest impact, it would definitely be Prince Rogers Nelson. I I look up to that man. I and I don't worship anybody, but I love that man. I've seen I have every album. I've seen every concert. With what I do on stage, I'm a performance artist. I do the splits on stage the exact same way, and then I have take it into my account and do other splits that I can be able to do on stage. But that derivative have came from Prince Rogers Nelson. I love Michael Jackson. I love what he brings. I love how what he has given to the world. But when you look at me, or if you see me in performance, and if you see the fullness of my performance, you'll be like, "Oh no, that's Prince. That's what he is." Yeah,
Yeah. Now Prince and Michael Jackson was like my favorite duo coming up as a child.
most definitely.
But Prince is definitely a performer.
What a
Definitely, hands down.
what a
Them
guy.
splits on the stage, oh my God.
Crazy,
In
crazy.
heels on top of that.
In heels, and he wasn't a tall guy at all. You know what I'm saying? So for him to do that and always give people a show and a performance, same thing as Michael Jackson. We're not taking anything away from him, but with Prince started having hip issues around the Purple Rain era or whatever, but then he still had maybe 20 or 25 so much, you know what I'm saying, albums to go in his lifetime or whatever. We still have Sign of the Times, we still have Under the Cherry Moon, we still have all of these great albums after that. And even in still that, he still was doing splits on stage. Sometimes it is bigger than you. It's about the audience, it's about the music, and it's about the performance that you create to an audience.
Yeah, I agree. I didn't know he had hip issues
Mhm,
and still was going the way he was going. I didn't know that.
mhm.
Oh,
Like
you know.
doing splits, jumping off of pianos
Yeah,
and
right.
splitting down and coming up all around that era. But when it's time to perform, it's time to perform. Not saying that your audience doesn't care, but your audience always should deserve 100%, 110% each show. People don't know that. You know what I'm saying? Like the only person that I know now who gives the fullness of their performance is the Beyoncé's, the Chris Browns. You know what I'm saying? Like there's nobody that really, really, really does it. Well, mainly Chris Brown or whatever, because Beyonce, she does dance, but there is definitely choreography in that. With
Mm-hmm.
Chris Brown, he goes for what he know in a freestyle method, just like a Prince
Mm-hmm.
would do, just like a Michael Jackson would do. You know what I'm saying? Like these are the this he is the only person in his caliber to where you can be able to do that on stage, and I'm definitely going to follow that.
I know that's right. So, what's one project or one song that changed the course of your career and why?
I feel like when we finished Section A Leaf, which is out on all streaming platforms, I really started performing a lot. Um, Probably during the same time I released the album, I started performing. I did maybe about 90 shows that year. And that's if you break that down, that would probably be around five shows a week. And I didn't have to. It was just because I wanted to get myself out there and show my city exactly what is my brand, who is my brand. You know what I'm saying? So one of the songs that I performed the most was mine. And mine was a song that everybody enjoyed. People would come to the shows that I would do and we would pack it out. I definitely have video showing me packed out shows every day of the week. It would be sometimes
Wow.
people would come every day of the week just to watch me perform. And I just wanted to get the single off that is mine. We think of the eroticism of mine when we listen to the record, but listening to the record and me performing the record is two totally different things. You know what I'm saying? So I would say it would definitely be mine.
Mm. So I'm gonna let them hear a snippet of it. Y'all gotta wait till another music promo to hear the full song. So I'm gonna let y'all hear just a snippet, and y'all get what y'all need. We'll be right
Mhm.
back.
It's Poplockp.
Can your legs devour?
That's all y'all need to see. Y'all already hot and bothered. That's all y'all needed. He said, "Can your?" I said, "What?"
Can your legs divide and my lips in tongue tied? Okay, that's it. That's it. That's
I said, "No, he did."
it. The first line. The first
First
line, Miss
line.
Nikki. The first line. I
The
got you.
first line. Right. I was like, wait a minute. Cut this off for a minute. So if you had a chance to collaborate with anybody, I mean anybody, I don't excluding
Mhm,
Prince or Michael Jackson,
mhm.
anybody dead or alive, past or present, who would it be and why?
Um, I would go. It's a lot of people that I can say. Not a lot of artists really just wow me in this day and era because we are in the stage of the cloning method of each artist. I can't I will listen to a couple artists and I can't decipher which one is which. When we have, things of the 2000, even as late as the 2000s, we would know exactly what artist is what by the tonality of their voice or whatever. But that's another story. If I would have to pick somebody right now, it would probably be Chris Brown. The reason being is because we weren't able to have we weren't able to have Michael Jackson and Prince on the record. we were never
Right.
able to we were never able to have that. And a lot of people think that it was like this battle or this rivalry and stuff like that, but outside of entertainment they were good friends. And so Chris Brown, he's been in the music industry for 20 years. You know what I'm saying? Like he has a immense catalog of music, and just me coming up and being who I am and him doing what he's doing on stage and what I'm doing on stage, if we were to come together and do a record and possibly do a show, You just give me a show. That's all that just give me a show or whatever together. I feel like not only will that make me as an audience, but society will be able to see something like a Michael Jackson and Prince colliding or
Nice.
collaborating. Hmm.
Nice. Okay. But you know what? I never thought about that. They didn't collaborate with each other.
Not one song. Now he was supposed to Prince was supposed to be on Bad, I'm bad, you know what I'm saying? But Prince didn't like the lyrics of what it gave. You know what I'm saying? Like things like Your Bud Is Mine, you know what I'm saying? Like
Mm,
Prince didn't like that space or whatever. It was
mm.
talked about. It was supposed to be Michael Jackson and Prince on that record, but Prince respectfully declined.
Wow. Dang.
Think about that. Michael Jackson featuring Prince, the Bad on the Bad album? Nah, chill out.
Okay.
Chill out, bro. Chill out. Every time I think about it, I'll be like if they had that, if we had that, nah, it would be crazy.
Crazy.
Crazy. Crazy.
So if you could leave one message, one lasting message through your music, what would it be?
One lasting message through my music. Um, however life hits you, just keep going, you know. By the grace of God, I was able to make 33 years this year, you know, and I've been doing this for a very long time, just entertainment, period. I've been doing this all time, but without with everything that has gone through my life, whether it be breakups, me having a son that's 3 years old, going to be 4 years old in February, all the hardships in life, the struggling artist epithet, me feeling like I'm right there at the door, but I don't get it. You know what I'm saying? Like regardless of anything else, man, just keep going because God will show you things when you keep going. Really.
Okay. Okay. But you know what? Everybody's story is not your story. Everybody's journey is not your journey.
Hmm. Most
Your
definitely.
your timing is on God's timing, and that's what people fail to realize. Our timing is not our timing, it's God's timing.
That's correct. That is
So,
correct.
so when it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen.
It's definitely gonna happen.
So what is next for you? What you want to share? What's
Mm.
next for you?
Okay. Well, it will be a run of shows that will be going on from more recently I'm going to be in Atlanta from now until the 31st. When I get back, I have a show in Dallas. The week after that, I have another show in Atlanta. There's talks of a tour where we will be doing about 7 to 12 dates, things places like the Miamis, the Los Angeles, the New Yorks, Houston's, Atlanta's, things of that nature. Right now I'm in the process of doing my first feature length album called Good God, 88 Days of Home. It's about a struggling artist that travels to another city to try to make it to the next level of his superstardom. And in between that, you go through a lot of things, being broke, being hardships, relationships, whatever it is, you go through a lot being a struggling artist. And I'm going to make sure um, society and the community that enjoys what I do hear every aspect of that from beginning to end. And there's a single that I'm working on right now called Leather. I feel like I wrote that record just about over a year ago, and we are now, by the grace of God, in the space to release it and put it out to the public. I've been promoting it for some time now, so I think it's time for the people to hear it in its full length, whether it be the single and the music video that precedes it. I'm a visual person. I'm a very visual artist kind of guy. So we are now in the spaces of doing that. Songwriting for probably one of your favorite artists that you enjoy. In this time period, I'm going to make sure that I continue on that narrative and just keeping keep traveling east and keeping God first.
Mm. Wow, you got a lot going on. That's amazing. Congratulations.
Thank you, thank you.
So, what's one lesson that you wish you would have learned a long time ago when you first started out?
Um, Never be too anxious to make it.
Mm.
Things happen for a reason, and God's timing is an impeccable timing. It is an impeccable timing. Just when you feel like when you're about to say, I don't want to do this no more, God opens it up to you to show you why you should continue on doing it, and that has happened a few times in my life. And then just when I feel like it's over, God just be like, look, let me just give this to you to show you exactly who I am,
Mhm.
and then it would be the biggest thing, um, whether it be writing for an artist, whether it be me having the opportunity to continue the narrative that I want to push. Man, just above everything else, just please keep going.
Wow. But you know what? I learned that we don't get it all right the first time.
Mm-mm,
We had, but you, like you said, you have to keep going. You got to fight the battles, and sometimes you got to choose the battles too, because not
mm-hmm,
every battle is worth fighting.
mm-hmm,
So sometimes you have to just keep going, stay alert, and you'll get where you're going. But a lot of people don't get that. And it's all about
mm-hmm.
finding out who you are too. Once you know who you are, take flight. That's
Yep.
it. Take flight.
Mm-hmm,
So now I'm down to the the least favorite part of the show for me. I
okay.
always say this when I go on other people's platforms. I don't like the last question.
Mm.
But if your life story were a playlist, what would be the final track? What would that final track be called? And how would you want to make your listeners feel in that moment?
Mm, man, that is an amazing question. That is an amazing question. What would I want the song to be called? Um, Man, it will probably be called something around the effect of persistence. Persistence. The album before that is going to take you. The songs before that is going to take you on on a roller coaster. But to end off the album with a message to the people that enjoy what I do, persistence.
Wow. But it
Mm.
takes that persistence and consistency. You gotta
And
listen.
consistency. Hmm.
So now we're down to my part that I like to call the 30 seconds of fame, the BTS 30 seconds of fame. So I'm gonna do a countdown, and then when we come back, this is your moment to shine. You're gonna be on the platform by yourself. You can tell everybody where to follow your journey, how to download your music, and give some of these young artists that are trying to make it some type of advice,
Hmm.
to start, just to start. All right.
Perfect.
So after the countdown, you got the spotlight.
Perfect.
Hey, if you're still watching this episode, first of all, thank you. That means something I said or my guest said is connecting with you. So while you're here, go ahead, hit that subscribe button and tap the bell so you never miss another episode, because there are going to be more real, honest, and healing conversations coming. And I love for you to be a part of it. So if you ever felt like you were alone and nobody gets you, trust me, you're not alone. This space is for you. All right, let's get back into it.
Greetings, grace, and peace. My name is Poplockp. I hope you enjoyed this interview just as much as I love being in it. If you love what I do and if you enjoy what I provide, you can follow me on Instagram at it's Poplockp. You can also follow me on TikTok at its pop lock. I think we're maybe about 71,900 there. You can also check out my music at Poplockp all in one on anything, anywhere that you can listen to music. And one thing that I want to give people, and I want you to really, really, really take in this blessing or whatever for any artist, whether it be young or old, is just to continue the continuum, continue your purpose amongst all aspects. In this music industry, by the grace of God, we have technology that has advanced. You can go and whatever that you want to look up, you have Chat GPT and you have YouTube to really, really figure out how you want to move in this music industry as well. You don't necessarily need anybody to push your purpose or a label to push that purpose. You can be your own independent artist, you can be your own brand and really take on the world. It's 8 billion people in here. I'm sure you can reach your own community. And that's all I want to give it to you. It's actually, I didn't even give this to you. God gave this to me to give to you. And y'all have a blessed day.
I know that's right. He said God gave it to me to give to you. Well, thank you so much for finally connecting with me. I am excited for your journey, and I know it's gonna go far. And we locked in anyway. We're gonna be locked
We
in.
are
I might not
very
catch
locked
every
in.
live, but I swing in when I can. I
Most
might not catch
definitely.
every live, but I'll be there when I can. But you
Yes,
having
ma'am.
a safe trip, and we locked in. So when you drop music, please send it to me so I can play it on my end, so I can let everybody on my side know who you are too.
I make sure that I have the clean version as well.
Right. Hey, listen, was that the clean version you sent to me already?
No, that was the very dirty version.
Oh,
I
not
don't
the
the
very
clean
dirty.
it was it was dirty. It was
Oh,
definitely the very version or whatever, but I'll make sure the clean version reaches to you. I definitely make sure that that happens.
not
Hmm.
the very dirty version.
Hmm. It was
Oh
dirty.
man. Oh my God. I'm still gonna listen to it, but don't judge me. But I'm still gonna listen to
Definitely.
it. But thank you again. We locked in for life, so don't be no stranger.
At all,
If
at
you
all,
need me,
at
if you
all.
need me, just reach out to me.
Most definitely. And if I have a show in your city, it is green for you all the way up. It won't be no charge, no nothing. You are free from me. Most definitely.
All right,
Thank
now
you
be
so much for thank you for this opportunity. I'm not gonna stop you. You ain't gonna be stopped at the door either, or whatever. I'm gonna make
okay
sure I
now.
come and get you.
I'm like,
I'm gonna make sure I come and get you. Most definitely.
yeah, don't do me like that now. I get to the door and then they stop me at the door talking about who are you? You a mess. Oh Lord. But thank you to everyone else out there that's listening to this amazing episode. Y'all gotta make sure that y'all check out his music. It's good music, y'all. It really is good music. But I want him to sing something clean sometime too. I can listen to over here too for y'all. But it's good music. And he can sing. I told him I tried to challenge him one night to sing you. I should have made him sing that while we was up here. He said he was gonna work on it, right? And I don't think he went on live and did it again after I told him that. He tried to hit that one little note and couldn't do it. I said, "Oh, you gotta work on that one, boy. You gotta work on that one." So I'm still working on him with you, y'all. And when he do, I'm gonna screen record it. I sure am. I hope he know it. I'm gonna stream record it when he do it. But thank y'all so much for tuning into this amazing episode. Y'all make sure y'all get locked in with Poplockp because it's going up from here. Y'all stay inspired. Remember to use your 24 on purpose, not by default. So until next time, let's continue to break the silence. Later.
Better days, slowly but surely it's a better space that'll waste my mind, so I meditate till I levitate, I elevate, but I learn not to hesitate no more, keep moving forward, chase my goals and focus more towards it, hate the lows but I need those to flourish, place my goals in front, that's what's important, so I ask myself what inspires me, breaking out of my shell, feeling yo shot quiet me, and now I'm breaking the silence like I'm Nikki Nicole, let's go. Promise you gon' see better days. Gotta keep going till you see them. Promise you gon' see better days. You gotta keep going till you see them.